I grew up in New Jersey, moved to Wisconsin when I was in 8th grade, went to Madison, and was a journalism major. My last semester of school, I met Peter, my husband. Then after I graduated from college, I moved to the east side, not too far from where I live now. I was expecting twins, and my twins were born prematurely and had pretty significant health issues. Our lives just turned on a dime. It was a different life from that day forward. My son was in kindergarten, my daughter was in 2nd grade, and we spent the next 3 years figuring out how to beat the odds, and we did. I had a business here on the east side where I import furniture from China. I've done it for about 18 years, and I had the most amazing business partner who pushed me to limits that I never thought I could reach and made me less afraid to try new things and to go and explore. And she died 4 years ago tomorrow. That, once again, turns your life around on a dime. I continued the business after she was no longer there and moved it into River West last year. And 6 weeks later, I was diagnosed with cancer. And so I'm going to beat that now, and that opens up a whole new chapter. So they seem like bad chapters at times. There's the good and the bad, but overall, it's a pretty awesome gig. It's been good. Secret hunch about how I'll die. Well, it's kind of funny that that question comes up. About just a year ago right now, I was diagnosed with cancer, and so it's been a year of thinking about that more than I ever would have thought about it. I never thought about how I would die, and now I think about it differently. I think about it in a lot of new ways. I feel like I've got it. I'm going to beat this, but it's out there now, and it kind of, and I think I'm still new to it, so I'm hoping that it isn't so in my face all the time. But at this point, it's there every day. Every time you have a twitch or a pain or a thought, you think, oh no, I don't want to go back there again. Until a year ago, I would have said cars. Now I'm not so sure. I don't really have a lot of things I would have changed. You know, one thing about the way that I grew up and that my kids are growing up that's so different is the diversity that we're exposed to. I feel like, by no fault of anybody's, but there just wasn't a ton when I was growing up where I grew up. And my kids have grown up in Milwaukee, all went to MPS, all have gone on to do, different things. And I just feel like I see a richness that has come from that, and a fullness in their lives. And that would have been nice to have growing up. That's one thing I would change completely. Yeah. I'm not a big crier. I'm not a big, vocal crier. I think I cried with my husband and my oldest daughter after I was diagnosed last year. We went to this appointment, and it became very real, and there were decisions to be made. And I think when we left Freighter, I cried in front of both of them. And I wasn't crying because I was afraid of what was going to happen. It was just like, you just knew there was going to be a huge interruption in your life, and it was scary. And so I think I cried then, a little, probably. What 3 things do you think we have in common? I can tell by your smile and just talking to you that you like people. I love people. You just seem very relatable that way. With the job that you do, I think that you must be pretty committed to Milwaukee and the city, and that's something that I feel is really important to me, and I think that I am as well. And I think I get the feeling that you're just really pretty honest and true to yourself, and that's something that I try to be too. And just coming and answering these questions that you've answered, you're just very open, and you seem like you'd be very honest. So I'm hoping that I'm that way, and that's 3 things that we would have.